Rav Lightman.
Yes.
Kabbalah has been around for 4,000 years. And only recently, in the past few years, there's been a huge explosion of interest towards Kabbalah. We'd like you to answer three things for us. First of all, what is Kabbalah? Second of all, why is there such a big explosion about Kabbalah recently? Why is there so much interest? And the third point we'd like you to answer is this. The world recently is going through a huge global change. And it's a big challenge for us. What does the surfacing of Kabbalah, has it got any relationship with the crisis that humanity is going through?
There is a direct link between all these questions. The wisdom of Kabbalah has indeed been hidden all through history, and Kabbalists themselves hid it, and they didn't want to disclose it because humanity was not ready for it. People have been advancing from generation to generation through the maturity of their egos. In this generation, we've come to a point where our egos are global. We're all connected. We've gone into a new system of relationships. We're all connected on the one hand, and on the other hand, we're all selfish. We even hate each other. And in such a system, we have no solution. We don't know what to do. We can see lately that there's a crisis in education, culture, even in science. Families are falling apart. There's a crisis between parents and children. A lot of crises going on because our ego is now global. So what do? And here comes the wisdom of Kabbalah. That's why it's surfacing now, because it is a method of how, despite our egoism and the fact that we are inconsiderate of others, but with the world being integral, we have to be considerate of everyone. So the wisdom of Kabbalah is showing that. We're also in a situation called the butterfly effect, where the slightest movement in each of us creates changes on a global level. In such a state, this is unprecedented. And so it turns out that what we know thus far is not related to the new system that's appeared. Now, with the appearance of the global integrated system, we don't know what to do. The example is that even those financiers or politicians don't know how to get along with each other. Say, take the G20, for example. They come and meet time and time again. They consult, but they don't know what to do. They don't know how to find a new regulator in the new state. Hence, the wisdom of Kabbalah is coming in the place of worldly systems and explains how to behave in the new state. So the wisdom of Kabbalah is showing that. In other words, it's a method for correcting humans to be integral.
In this laws of nature's explanation of our seeking to balance with the laws of nature, how would a person now use this wisdom to adapt himself to these laws of nature and to find that balance? How is he going to use this? What's the methodology behind it?
The methodology is simple. By getting to know every one of us, not just one or two people, and then they will succeed. In a global world, you cannot succeed if we're all interconnected. You cannot succeed individually, because it's like a human body. If a part of it is dysfunctional, unbalanced, the whole body feels this problem. It's like an illness. So all of us need to start knowing the new world we're in, the new law that ties us together. We all have to study it. Adults, young, anyone. And the minute we begin to study it, our awareness, our hearts, our souls, our desires, our thoughts begin to work in the world, and the connection between us then changes. It's no longer like it used to be, where we were all trying to exploit the world. Now we're all beginning to see that if we want to exist in this world, I have to care not only for me, but for everyone else as well, because we're all interdependent. If you can see it, if you can feel it, if you're told about it, if everyone's talking about it, then we change and we immediately begin to see how the world becomes friendly towards you. And we have no other choice. We're not going to come out of the crisis. There might be a little recess, some relief, and the financial crisis will be replaced by another crisis. But it'll be an even worse blow, like a plague or some natural disaster. But nature compels us, if this law has appeared, that we're all in it, the law of integralness of all people, then we have to create such connections between us like that law. All the laws of nature exist this way. Just like we keep the laws of gravity, electrodynamics, and laws of physics and chemistry, we keep these laws. We know the world we're in because we need to use it. So far, we've been using our egos in order to survive in the world, in the human society. If currently human society has become integral, then we have no choice. We have to study this law. There is no compromise here because that's nature. And to the extent that we know it, we'll come out of the crisis and succeed.
In the world, Kabbalah is associated with many things except what you've been talking about.
Well, it's the exact opposite. It's the complete exact opposite. I've been engaging in Kabbalah for a long time. I wrote my PhD and I wrote many books about it. And I studied it with one of the greatest teachers. His name was Rabash. He was the last great Kabbalist in the 20th century. I'm his disciple. We have an academy. We teach about 2 million students worldwide. And I can testify that the wisdom of Kabbalah speaks only about correcting human relations in the modern age and nothing else.
In that case, I'm going to disregard all the definitions in the world, such as mysticism or Jewish mysticism, religion, charms, red strings, get lucky in this world, earn more money, find whatever you want in this world. Kabbalah has nothing to do with any of those things you're saying. That's great. Thank you very much, Dr. Rav Leitman.